So for number 4, we're asked to match each equation with a solution. And remember, solution here just means the value for the variable that would give us a true equation here. So we're asked to match each equation with the solution, which are these ones here from the list of values. So for our first one here, if we were to make this into a tape diagram here, we would see that we would have 2 times a, so a 2 times here, and that would give us 4.6. So another way to look at this, now that we have this drawn, is that we're taking 4.6, dividing it by 2, which gets us a. So we have 4.6 divided by 2 equals a. So to make this statement true, we need to see what 4.6 divided by 2 is, which would give us 2.3. So if we then put it back in here just to double check, 2 times 2.3 would give us 4.6, which is good. Now for the second one here, we're asked b plus 2 equals 4.6. So in this case here, we would have a diagram that looked a little bit like this, where we have b plus 2, and our total is 4.6. So now again, we're not doing any multiplication or division because not each piece is the same. So in this one, we'll be doing addition, which is b plus 2, or if we were to rearrange it, it would be 4.6 minus 2, which would give us b. 4.6 minus 2 would end up giving us 2.6. And if we plug that back in, 2 plus 2.6, or 2.6 plus 2, gives us 4.6, which is good. So our third one is c divided by 2 equals 4.6. So if we're going to go ahead and draw a diagram for this one here, we're doing division here, so we're going to be dividing it into 2 pieces, but what we got to realize is that we're doing c divided by 2, so that means our total here is going to be c, whereas we're dividing it into 2 pieces, and each piece is 4.6 in length. So we have 4.6 in this one and 4.6 in this one. So to find our answer here, we can either add 4.6 plus 4.6 or do 4.6 times 2. In either case, we're going to get 9.2, which is F. Give us our true solution. So now for D, what we have here is D minus 2 equals 4.6. So for our diagram here, we have D, which is our total, and we're subtracting 2. So if we were to take our total of D here, and we took away 2, we would be left with 4.6. So in this case here, to find D, we can just add them. So we can do 2 plus 4.6 equals D. So to do that, we do 2 plus 4.6, which then gets us 6.6. So for number 5 in this piece here, we're having E plus 3.8 equals 2. So in this one here, again for our diagram, our total here is going to be 2, whereas we have E on this side and 3 over 8 on this side. So in this case, also we can say that it is 2 minus 3 over 8, which equals E. If we take 2 and subtract 3.8, we would get 1 and 5/8, which is B. So for number 6 in this piece, we have 1/8 F, which, don't get confused here, just means 1 over 8 times F equals 3. So for 1/8 times F, it's just like when we looked back at fraction, at any point here, 1/8 times any number is going to be that number divided by 8, which also would look like this. 5 divided, or F divided by 8 equals 3. And in this case here, we could create our diagram here. Our total is f. It is divided into 8 pieces. May have done that one too many times. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then each of those pieces has 3 in them. So each of those is 3. And then to see our total f here, we would see that it is 3 times 8, which would be 24. Now for g divided by 8 over 5 equals 1. So take a step back from diagrams really quick, and let's remember that whenever we're taking any number and dividing it by itself, we'll get 1. So if we're doing g divided by 8/5, and we get 1, then that our variable, or our solution, should be the same number, because any number divided by itself equals 1. So for 7, we should get 8 over 5.